Welcome! It's an open secret that every country, every nation or ethnic group have their own customs and traditions that have been lasting for centuries. Some of them look like certain beliefs, some like certain rituals, and surely they become a huge part of national culture. And today I would like to tell you about one of them. If you want to experience divinity in real life, welcome to Nepal, the land of living gods and goddesses. According to one legend, many years ago, the last king of the Malla dynasty played a dice game with the goddess Taleju while discussing the welfare of the country. But once, the king's wife decided to follow him to his chambers in order to find out who the king was meeting so often. The king's wife saw Taleju and the goddess got really angry, so she told the king that if he wanted to see her again or have her protect his country, he would have to search for her among the Newari community, as she would be incarnated as a little girl among them. So, hoping to make amends with the goddess, the king left his palace in search for the young girl who was possessed by Taleju's spirit and was called Kumari. Kumari is derived from Sanskrit and means princess. Now, there are 10 Kumaris in Nepal. Most of them live in Kathmandu. It's the highest honor to become a Kumari, and it provides her family with all kinds of blessings. Still, a Kumari is an onerous responsibility for all. Every day she has to wear special garments and put on special makeup. At least twice a year she needs new festival dresses made of very expensive cloth. A room in the house must be set aside as a worship room, where the goddess can receive her devotees. A Kumari cannot leave her home except on ceremonial or festival occasions, and even in this case she has to be carried either in someone's arms or in a palanquin, so her feet don't touch the ground. Everything in the house should be kept ritually pure, and above all, the Kumari should not bleed. It's believed that the spirit of the goddess that enters the girl's body when she becomes a Kumari will leave her if she loses any blood. Even an accidental grace can end her reign. A living goddess is always dismissed when she gets her first period. The selection process is conducted by 4 priests and 1 astrologer. Every Newar has a horoscope drawn up at birth by an astrologer. It looks like a scroll of tables and diagrams that contain some astrological signs believed to influence his or her life. The most favorable sign for the Kumari is the peacock, the symbol of the goddess. A young candidate is taken into the temple and released in the courtyard, where the 7 heads of the animals are illuminated by candlelight and masked men are dancing about. The candidate must show no fear. Then, a girl must spend a night alone in a room among the heads of ritually slaughtered goats and buffaloes, without showing any fear. If the candidate successfully passes all the tests, there is no remaining doubt that she is the chosen one. To be a Kumari means to have some ceremonial duties to carry out. Petitioners usually see the Kumari in her chambers. Most of them are people who suffer from blood diseases, so long as it's believed that Kumari possess some magical power over these illnesses. Interesting thing is that during such audiences, visitors watch her closely, trying to interpret her actions. For example, her trembling means imprisonment. Picking at food offerings means financial losses. Her cry or loud laughter means serious illness, or even death. If she remains silent, it's the sign that the visitor's wishes have been granted. It's always quite difficult for a former Kumari to get used to a new life after dismissal. They don't talk to people they don't know. They might be scared of crowded places, traffic, noise, or uneven pavements. Former Kumari Samita is very silent. Despite the fact that she was dismissed almost 2 years ago, it's still hard for her to attend classes with other children. Sajani Shakys had been a Kumari for 8 years. Now she is going to enter the university and eventually become a programmer. She has quite old IMP computer and lots of textbooks. Sanu Bajracharya is a seamstress now. She doesn't really like to talk about her past. The most important thing for her now is her family. She is married and has 2 daughters. This black and white photo is the only reminder of her divine past. Nani Maya Shakya is 59. She was the first Kumari who had a private teacher. She is also married and says that at first her husband was afraid of her. Dana Bajracharya is 64 and she has quite unique life. She never got her period and she is destined to be the Kumari for all her life. She lives with her relatives and receives devotees in a special chamber. She doesn't talk. Once she was asked if she wanted to have her own family. She just nodded. Despite the fact that this tradition is connected with certain difficulties, parents in Nepal are still happy when their daughters become Kumaris. So, this is all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and bye for now.